Hey gang, Stan here with Intentional Farms. Coming to you today to talk a little bit about soil health, remineralization, and what that process looks like. So if you don't know what we got going on, we are regenerative agriculture. We are doing what we can do with the only inputs that we're willing to put on is what nature provided. So this product is called Sea-90. We're using it for a soil mineralizer. It has enough micronutrients in it that it really helps the microbiology communicate in the soil. We like it. We've been feeding it to our animals. This is the second year that we have used this product. Last year, obviously, I didn't get any footage because I wasn't documenting anything, but this is just a few days after I recorded our first video, but this only happens once a year, so I wanted to walk through it with you and kind of give you the details. So that's our little tractor. I rented a fertilizer buggy from a guy here local, right there, H5, nice guy, never met him, but he says come get what you need and leave me a check. So I explained to him what I was wanting to do, and he said, well, I'm no fool. He said, I'm in the fertilizer business. He said, but I'm also willing to rent a buggy if I can make a few bucks. So he rents me the buggy, I go get it, and I put it in there. We are spreading 100 pounds to the acre. I'm going to show you what that looks like here in just a minute and explain a little further. It comes in two different ways, 50-pound bags, 1-ton totes. I just got done putting a 1-ton tote in it. I'll jump up there in a second and show you what it's about. I'm going to give you a hot tip. If you're ever trying to put totes in something and you can't lift high enough, if you have a set of forks like that, chances are they will go upside down, and you'd be surprised how much that helps. We just barely got over the side of that spreader. If you've never been around one of these spreaders, pretty simple. It's wheel driven. On the other side right there, the gears above that rear wheel drives this gearbox, turns that chain, that belly chain, spins the wheels. Right here's how you meter it. I have been experimenting. I think I got it pretty close. You try and put on 100 pounds an acre. I just put in 500 pounds and spread 5 acres, and I was really close. That gauge, if you can see it, I don't know if I can get square with it, but that's just under an inch. I don't know what that equates to on this, because I've never actually bought any commercial fertilizer or spread commercial fertilizer. So pretty simple little unit, and we just pull it around with the tractor. You could probably pull it as fast as you can hang on, but my pastures aren't known for being golf course smooth. We'll jump up here and show it to you. That's what it looks like. This is the product. They tell me it's all the same base material, the Sea-90 salt. This has humate in it. It does a couple things. Humate has a soil health benefit, helps the microbiology. It also helps it prevent clumping and spread easier. So the grind size is a little bit different on this than what you're going to see in your livestock mineral. They say that you can feed this to your livestock just like it is. I haven't tried it. You'll notice there's a couple different colors. That bottom, I had a half a tote left from last year, and it was basically open to the elements. So I don't know if the air got to it and just kind of changed color, or if they changed humate suppliers or what, but this is, that's what it looks like in the buggy. I apologize for the shaky video. I have a gimbal. It died on me, so I didn't have time to get another one because I already had this buggy rented, and so I wanted to document this for future reference. This is a test piece that last year, before I spread my mineralizer, I put down a tarp. I didn't have this clear plastic at the time. I used a tarp. I put down the tarp. I broadcast my mineral. I picked it up extremely carefully to make sure that none of that mineral ended up in that test piece. Then I monitor it throughout the year. I don't have any scientific data, but I will tell you that my animals can tell a difference. We had one particular time that we were moving our cows, and we rotate daily during the grazing season with hot wire. There was a pace just like this on the other side of the creek that we funneled our cows through. So this would have been the narrow point in an hourglass shape on that paddock. The cows would come right up to that edge. They would pick their head up. They would walk to the other side. They would put their head back down and go back to grazing and continue on. We witnessed that several times. They would come back to this area and eat it later, but it was only after they had already grazed the other stuff. So we marked it with T-posts. We didn't tell the cows what we were doing. We just left it out there and so we could identify it later. And I wanted to show you, people freak out. Oh, I'm not gonna spread salt on my pasture. You've heard about the Romans. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna tell you, you can't see it from here. I'm gonna get a little bit closer, see if I can zoom in. I've already spread in this area, and you can see that's actually how much material goes down. This is probably 8 by 12 area, and it's actually a little bit piled up in a few places because the wind blew on that other side. You can see that line right there. The wind folded the plastic up and kind of consolidated it. If you poured all that off in your hand, I doubt you would have a cup full of mineralizer. If you're ever read the book, the guy that discovered this, his name is Dr. Maynard Murray. In the 40s and 50s, he was an ear, nose, and throat doctor that got to realizing the correlation between his patients and health and the quality of the food system. So he got to researching sea life. Somebody had told him that there'd never been congenital heart failure, cancer, or hardening of the arteries discovered in sea life. So he got to researching it, spent his life doing that. They developed this product. It is not a dehydrated product. It is it floods natural tidal pools in Baja, Mexico, than the ocean does. And then as the sun evaporates it, then they go and scoop it up and harvest it, and they grind it, process it, and package it. We have seen some pretty amazing results with giving it to our animals, as far as no pink eye. Our pigs that we raised in the woods last year, we were having a pretty terrible problem with ticks, enough to where I was concerned that somebody wasn't going to grow and that we would likely have to spray. I did not want to do that, so we put them on the Sea-90 with garlic in it. We mixed it into their feed. We put 50 pounds of feed in a 2,000 pound batch of grower pig feed. 2 weeks later, we had almost no ticks. I'm talking 3 to 4 ticks per animal. The rest of the year, we had great success with it. So we're sold on the product. We really believe in doing what we can to help out the microbiology and the soil health. That's one of our key tenets around here, and we are just continuing to see what we can do and help nature unlock. Most of our soils in this country are severely degraded, or they are locked up biologically, and the mineral is there, but the microbiology isn't active enough to use it. So that Sea-90 product has 90 different minerals in it. It's actually only 75% salt, and it's 25% mineral. So most of your table salts that you use are close to 98% actual NaCl. This Sea-90 is, like I said, is only 75%. So again, wanted to document this for you. Sorry about the shaky video, but better to have it and be shaky than to not have it at all. So again, have a great day. Be blessed. We'll talk to you later.